All right, guys, I'm really excited about dinner tonight. This is Mexican street corn soup. And I did make a half of it, well, like a quarter of it dairy-free for my daughter with Ripple milk. Ripple milk is the brand of milk that her GI doctor has recommended just for a higher protein count. So if you have lactose intolerant kids, but you still need to help them with weight gain or higher protein levels, Ripple milk is made out of peas. So just a heads up. So I made that for her. It's also thicker than like almond milk is, or you know, some of the other like soy milk as far as cooking goes. So it's a nice thick milk. My boys drink the chocolate Ripple milk and they don't realize that it's not you know, full dairy milk. So there's that. Anyway, so it's that, and then I got some cojita cheese and cilantro and some bacon bits on top if anybody wants it. But in case you're, I don't know if anybody's interested in seeing like my kids' plates as well, but small serving size for Annie, larger serving size for my kids. They're welcome to have more. It's a one dish meal tonight. Everything's in it, not doing bread or anything on the side. But just nice, kind of feels like fall kind of a dinner tonight. I just wanted to show you the side by side of this soup with the different types of milk. It looks very, very similar, and it actually tastes very, very similar. And if you've never seen the Ripple milk, this is what it looks like. Dinner tonight is chicken curry. This is one that goes way back in our family to, I think, my grandmother's aunt. So it goes back way far. And I always have to call my mom when I'm making this because I know I have the recipe written down somewhere, but I always just need her to review the measurements with me because I can never remember it. And it just, when the measurements are exact, it's so perfect. If you're just eyeballing it, it's never right. So it's one of those recipes that you can't just wing. We are just having like a frozen organic veggie medley with it. And then because I just gave the kids macaroni for lunch, it's like a quick lunch today, just gave them macaroni, didn't give them any veggies or anything with it. I'm just doing riced cauliflower on the side instead of rice. I've always served this over rice, but they just need an extra serving of veggies today. So riced cauliflower, they're literally not gonna notice. They never notice when we swap it out. And I think it's because we always do brown rice. So when we do riced cauliflower, I think they just think it's white rice. So it works out great. Anyway, that is dinner tonight. And I want you guys to let me know, as I was cutting up the chicken, I kind of laughed to myself because I still cut my older kids' food up for them. And I think just as a mom, I've been in autopilot for however many years, always having little kids in the house, that now I'm like, my older two kids are 8 and 10. Should I still be doing this for them? So you guys let me know in the comments if you guys still cut your kids' food and how old they are. All right, that is dinner tonight. All right, we are having friends over today for Bible study. I think I covered the speaker. We're having friends over for Bible study, and what we do for our little girls Bible study group, what we do is order pizza. But technically I'm not leading the study today because one of my friends was supposed to lead it last month, but it got delayed from the hurricane, but I am hostessing it. So we do have pizza on its way for dinner, but I did set up a little apple bar for the girls. I actually saw this idea on the Waldock Way on her Instagram, and I thought that is so cute. So we've got the different apples there, and then this little apple bar. So there's peanut butter and caramel sauce, and then M&M's, sprinkles, mini chocolate chips, and coconut. And then this is for the mamas, and this is no-bake oatmeal peanut butter bars. These are so good. I actually made these the other day, and I ate 3 of them, so I skipped dinner. Like, first of all, it stuffed me, but then I was like, okay, I literally just ate like 3 ginormous cookies essentially, so no need for dinner that night. But these are really good. It's like a layer of this brown sugar oatmeal butter mixture, and then a layer of chocolate peanut butter, and then another layer of that, and then the drizzle on top. It's so, so yummy. So that is, oh, and then I also just got these Caesar salad kits, but I will set it up when everyone is almost here. And then just doing some coffee and tea. So that's basically our dinner tonight. John and the boys got pizza as well, but they're heading somewhere else with it, and they're gonna bring the pizzas here for the ladies. So dinner tonight is one of our all-time favorites, and if you have been around here for a while, then you know that every September I whip this out. This is Mix and Match Mama's pumpkin sausage pasta. Sometimes we make it with sausage, sometimes we don't. We did with sausage this time, but like the pumpkin parmesan, you know, there's Parmesan cheese in it, and so when we don't make it with sausage, we'll just add extra parm and like Italian seasoning. It's so good. Savory pumpkin dish. It's, you know, pumpkin the squash, I think, right? And it's just like, sounds wrong being a savory dish, but it is so, so good. And then this is just gluten-free pasta. So I don't always buy gluten-free pasta, just conventional gluten-free pasta, because a lot of times it's just like just as bad for you as like white pasta. But the gluten-free pasta at Aldi, and then I know there's one at Walmart. This one is made, it's an organic quinoa, I think, yeah. Organic quinoa and brown rice pasta, so I feel like it's actually like a healthier option than just plain white pasta. And so we've got that. This flavor is so good. The kids don't even notice like the difference in the flavor of the pasta. And I hesitate to show this all served together because it doesn't look super appetizing. When you put it on top of the pasta, it kind of looks like, you know, it doesn't look good. But it is so good, you guys. Like, everybody in our house right now is so excited for this. There's tons of pumpkin in here, so it's a good one pot meal because there is a lot of veggie. Also, like, everyone's gonna eat all of it, so I'm not really concerned about serving a side dish. Yesterday, I'm about to show you yesterday's meal after this, out of order, just because we had company yesterday. We had company yesterday, and sometimes when we have company, I'll film and be like, this is what we're eating, blah, 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 because all my friends and our family know that I film videos on YouTube. And sometimes it's just, depending on who's here, it doesn't seem right to like start filming the food that I'm serving our company. Or I'll try to like discreetly film, be like, today we're having blah, blah. But then inevitably, whoever's here will be like, what? And it's just like, nothing. So it feels weird. So yesterday we had arroz con pollo and just a side salad with chipotle ranch dressing. Oh, that's okay. And we had it was made in a slow cooker. Such a good recipe. I'll link that below. Why did I even say that? I always link it below. Anyway, so I'm gonna show you what we had yesterday, but it's just gonna be like a silent clip because I just like filmed the food and felt really awkward. Behind the scenes of Abby. I'm an awkward vlogger. So that's what we had yesterday. Oh, good. All right, guys, I am having a day today. Like, have you guys ever had one of those days that's just so emotionally draining that you're like trembling by the end of the day? That's where I'm at. I just ran errands with my kids in the car. Obviously, we ran errands in the car, and it was like 3 hours worth of errands, and I must have had to rearrange the seating arrangement like 4 times just because of all the bickering. Oh, so we were supposed to have cream of Brussels sprout soup tonight. It is so good. It's one of mine and John's favorites. You guys have seen it before. If this is not your first meals video, it is so, so good. And if you like Brussels sprouts, you'll love the soup. If you hate Brussels sprouts and that sounds like a nightmare, I get it, but it's one of our favorites. I have two cartons of Brussels sprouts, and I was like, man, I really don't want to make this because it just takes time on the stove, even though it doesn't really take that much time. It takes a lot of dishes, and I'm just feeling exhausted. John's at church with Bella. I have the younger 3, if you can hear. Day's not getting any better. And so I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna make the kids some chicken tenders from the freezer. And then I was getting ready to start the soup, and I opened one of the cartons and the whole batch of Brussels sprouts were bad already. So then I was like, okay, thank you, Jesus. I don't have to make the soup tonight, so I'm just roasting some Brussels sprouts, for them to have with that. And then John and Isabella and I will have Brussels sprouts and the rest of the pumpkin pasta from the other day. So that worked out. So it's like a semi leftover, just like freezer, chicken tender, whatever. These are the Purdue makes like an organic chicken tender, and I keep it on hand for emergencies. Today, this is an emergency. This is where I'm at. So that's dinner tonight. I'm gonna stick this in the oven.
On this particular day, we went over to my parents' house for my dad's birthday, and we had Lou Malnati's pizza. We were just recently in Chicago and ate at Lou Malnati's, and then decided to order some in frozen for his birthday dinner. So that's what we did for dinner on this particular night.
All right, so we are having a big turkey taco salad tonight. I'm putting out these blue corn chips so the kids can have those, like nachos if they want. I cut up our, this is actually one small container of salad greens, but chopped up, so it looks smaller than it is, but when it's chopped up fine, everyone eats more. And this plate, you guys know I love those B plates that we have, and I found a giant one. I'll have to show you sometime without food on top of it. So love it, it's my new favorite party platter. So we've got cheese, black beans, Annie, stop, she's trying to reach in and get everything. Salad greens, turkey meat, seasoned, some bell pepper, some cucumber. I just grabbed some pre-made guacamole this week, the corn chips, and then this is our favorite ranch dressing to put on top. Easy peasy, turkey tacos or nachos or whatever. Are you looking forward to this meal? Yeah? All right. All right, dinner tonight is pulled pork sandwiches. We are bringing a meal to a family from the Bahamas, a family that John basically grew up with, had family in Freeport, and so they are staying with them now. So I think we're feeding like 12 people total. And so I got like a big pork shoulder from Sam's Club. This is a really great recipe for a crowd. It is called Andrea's Pulled Pork from the Momfessionals blog. So super simple, slow cooker for 10 hours. So we're having this tonight, and then I'm gonna put it in these like foil pans, and then and then we'll have it tomorrow. It's late, it was a dance night. So yeah, then I also made a big fruit salad as the side because I know there's a lot of kids, so I thought they may appreciate that over a veggie side, and then they could also use it for breakfast or something if they need to. And then I've got buns here to bring over to them, and then chips on the side. So this is the bag for the family. My kids have already gotten into it because John actually fed the boys and Annabeth while Bella and I were at her dance class. So that's dinner tonight, and I highly recommend it if you are going to like a potluck, having a birthday party, anything. Super easy. It's literally 3 ingredients, I think. So there you go. All right, dinner tonight is one that I found last year, this recipe, and I loved it, so I'm super excited to bring it back for the year. This is caramelized onion and apple sausage stuffed acorn squash. It's super yummy. I think I said apple. Yeah, there's apples, there's rosemary and thyme, caramelized onions. Super delicious. The acorn squash was so beautiful when it was roasted. You know, upside down and roasted, the skin got really pretty. I should have shown you when that happened. I'm just serving with a simple salad on the side. Woo-wee. And for the younger ones, I'll just split. They'll each probably get half of one of these. So that is dinner tonight.